Hey, I just want to come on here and address the ticking time bomb dopamine addiction trap of 2025. The modern 21st century that we are living in and all the issues that come with it because of the phone, okay? We think everything's okay, we think it's all right, but it's literally like WALL-E, that freaking movie where everybody's on a spaceship and they're all plugged into a machine, because that's what we're doing. Everything is a fancy form of escapism nowadays. Those reward point notifications that you get sent by Casey's and Dunkin' Donuts in order to get 30 cents off your next to go buy it so you can feel better for the day, so you can get through the day because the day is so miserable. Because you're trying to get through the week, because you're just trying to get to the weekend so you can throw your life away for 2 days so you can get back into it for another week, so then you can have a dream or a hope of maybe retiring. It is exhausting, and mostly because we're not enjoying the moment. We are not enjoying the time period that we are in. I have fallen victim to this, and I am coming here to be a cautionary tale. Watch how much time you spend on the internet. From the moment you wake up, the videos, the music that you listen to. I am one of those people who has mental health issues. I've always had an external validation thing. I've always been afraid of abandonment, BPD, OCD, blah, 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 blah. When I spiral hard, okay? And I thought I was doing great because I was making all this content. And I was on my way up this ladder of making this money and achieving this success to fill this void, which, by the way, never is fillable. It's not. You need to stop now and take a deep breath, look at yourself in the mirror, and go, what are my habits driving me to be like in 10 years? Who am I actually gonna be? What is the reality of the situation? We are living in this escapism delusion, and I thought I was just being all successful until I stopped and tried to take a break for a second, and then my whole entire life felt like I was falling apart, and I've gained all this weight eating because I can't escape with social media anymore. I am not even famous. Okay, I really haven't even achieved money from social media yet. This is this horrible loop that if you just do this thing, that if you just make this video, if you just do this course, you're gonna have this money, you're gonna have the success, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna sleep good at night, you're gonna lose all this weight. Social media is just escapism, and so is everything else at this point. Literally everything everybody's doing all the time. I see it every day, and I first started to see it in my coworkers traveling on the road who get paid. And then, like the last day, they would get their paycheck. We have this thing where it forwards your pay to you. So you basically get paid like half of what you made the same day or like the next day. Like it's in your thing. You can achieve it. You can get it. People would just go spend the money immediately. The other traveling job I was on was $1,000 a week flat. Immediately when the project was done, you get dropped $1,000 into your little debit card. People would run off to the mall and spend the entire check in 2 days or a week. Okay, $1,000, and they would come back to work literally starving, stealing stuff off the shelf to eat because they didn't have money that they had just made from working 12 hours a day for 6 days sometimes. Anyway, I'm digressing, but it is this cycle that will never be fulfilled, that will never end. So I urge you to just look around and be dramatically grateful for what you have, because it will not always be like this. And I feel we are spending way too much time throwing away all the abilities that we do have, and all of this time that we spend. And I didn't realize that I was doing it to myself. I am insecure now more than I ever was. I'm literally balding. I have acne. I bite my cheeks. My nose is big. These girls and these people who are creating this content, they aren't necessarily happy or content either. They're having issues. And there's a lot that goes into existing in the modern day because it's just so overstimulating. We have way too much information. There's a war going on over here. A shooting just happened down here. Meanwhile, you could buy this course and look like this. and then have this boyfriend and then make this much money and be successful overnight. And it's a lot of dream selling, and the percentage that's actually making it and doing it is probably a lot more miserable than you think, at least for someone like me who already had moderately poor mental health. And I know a lot of people have moderately poor mental health, considering the mental health industry is booming, and also people are hugely fat and committing suicide. And I get it. I feel for you. And I'm sorry that this is the world that we live in, and nobody told us that these robot machines in our hands were literally deteriorating our ability to think. There's this guy named Daniel Amen, and I urge that you look into him. And he's one of the people who I've recently been looking. I've found so many people on the internet, read so many books about mental health and forming discipline and doing all this stuff. That is one guy recently who has really made me realize, like, I need to stay on my P's and Q's, because your brain is deteriorating every time that you do these toxic behaviors. But not to get you hopeless, because you can change. You can get better. But it's not going to be sending yourself. Honestly, I'll be real. Honestly, me and my family recently were looking into sending me into some sort of rehab facility for eating, because I can't stop binge eating. Because the second that I stop being stimulated with the internet and the instant gratification that's on here, I just want to eat. And I feel sad. And I want to cry. And I feel like nothing matters. And it's extreme anhedonia. It's literally just a dopamine overload, fueling a low self-esteem, feeling like nothing's possible, and then doing nothing about it because you can't even move. You can't even get out of bed in the morning. And I know it's freaking hard. It's freaking difficult. And that's how people end up homeless. It's not because they're bad people. It's because their brain is literally messed up. So I urge you to look into things that you can do to make it better, because no one's coming to save us. And I have had all the stuff I'm saying to you is stuff that I'm telling myself actively right now, because I have to keep telling myself every day, I'm not just going to get deposited $1 million in my bank account. I'm not just going to find this rich man that's going to take care of these issues for me. I'm not just going to find a job that immediately gives me all this money and I can just retire. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You can be successful, but success takes hard work and determination, and I'm telling myself that every day, and I'm relearning it all the time, because we need to do better for ourselves. Stop setting our expectations so high and then burning out so quickly because it didn't happen in 2 weeks. It didn't happen immediately. So there's my precautionary tale. Watch out. Don't be on the internet way too much. When you wake up in the morning, put off that dopamine hit as long as you can. Yeah, 1 cup of coffee, whatever, do it, have your breakfast. Just don't eat way too much sugar. Just don't listen to music first thing. Like, really just sit there and go, like, on your, and I know this is like a miserable practice at first, but like on your way to work, just literally sitting there and thinking, like, I am so grateful that I have this car to drive. I am so grateful that I'm breathing right now. I'm so grateful that I have decent health condition and I have a job. I am grateful to be alive, because there are so many people that cannot sit and say the same thing, that don't have the joys that we have, and they're dying every day. And we are being a little bit selfish and small-minded. It's not our fault that our phone is saying, oh, you could be this $1 million, you could be this, and you could be that, you could be... Just be grateful for what you have and the people who you do have in your life before you just throw it all away for some remiss dream that doesn't exist because you're addicted to dopamine. Okay, just slow down. Stop trying to drink your life away, smoke your life away because nothing matters. Just find a hobby that you could enjoy. Like for me, my thing that makes me happy is creating content to help other people and make them happier, because I know I've struggled a million times and I've been there. And I literally am actively pulling myself out of the worst part of my life. This is the worst that it's gotten in years. And I never thought I'd be here again. I thought I was over it. I thought I went in remission. I thought X, Y, and Z happened and everything was just going to be better. I was just covering it up with other coping mechanisms. And that's okay. We cope in order to live till tomorrow. But at some point, we need to expand the horizon beyond just today and go, hey, I'm capable of more. I'm going to do more. I'm going to be better. We're getting better. And actively make changes. Slowly. slowly. Stop trying to change overnight. That was my main issue. That's been my main issue my entire life, and all the other times that I've done, I made it through therapy for like a month, is like, oh, I'm cured. Because the dopamine never goes away. The bad influences around you who are giving you these bad habits and these bad, maladaptive, not bad, okay? Giving you these behaviors and habits and building them, they're not going to go away. Not everybody is ever going to be perfect. Like for me, I go to work and there's one person who's really addicted to energy drinks or who loves chocolate, or they speed really fast on the way to work every day. And there's all these things, and I just want to fit in, and I just want to be liked and appreciated. And I've done all these terrible things to be liked and appreciated, instead of doing the stuff that I really want to do. So get out of your head and go do the stuff that you really want to do, and stop trying to just destroy yourself just because you can. You have legs and arms and eyes and mouth, and you can smell and breathe, and you're okay. Stop being so dramatic. Get out of your phone. It happens to all of us. Our brain does not know the difference between this and this, real and fake, filter, and our brain is not allowed to tell the difference anymore. Even I say that all the time about movies. Stop watching scary movies because it's putting you in this traumatizing mind state where you're scared in fight or flight mode. Stop doing stuff that's going to put you in fight or flight mode. That's a big one, because then you won't have to escape so bad. I'm going to take my deep breaths. I'm probably going to roller skate. In this John because I can, and I want to be happy. And I'm seeking it. I'm going to do this stuff that makes me happy. Okay? I love you guys. The final message is believe in yourself, because you have to. Nobody's just going to come down from the heavens and frickin' save you. But you can flush your mind with good content like this. There's a million other creators out there. There's a guy like named Aaron Doughty, Daniel Amen. There's a book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I really recommend that. The Four Agreements by John Toltec. That's a good starter book. Reading is great. I love you guys. Don't go crazy. Stay grounded. Believe in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself and you can't envision it, it won't be possible. So be a little bit delusional, but not too delusional. I'm trying to find the line myself still. Love you guys.